So my name's Ladarius Jackson. I started in this program, or I met Ariel, I want to say. Was it about a year ago? I want to say it was about a year ago. And it has really transformed my life. I took this program and ran with it, literally. So to backtrack, to tell you where I started, I was working at State Farm when I first signed up for the course. I was working at State Farm as a claim adjuster. And it was okay, they paid a decent amount of money, and it was a normal 9 to 5, but I felt that it was something else out there for me to do. I'm only 26. I started working there when I was 23. And I said, I can't see me working here it was people that I was talking to that was my mentors in the company that had been there for 30 years. I can't, 23 to 53? I can't do it. So I had to figure out something else. And what ended up happening is that what actually prompted me to come to the program is that in high school, everybody in my high school would come to me. I was like the guru of the high school. So if anybody had any issues with their boyfriends, girlfriends, teachers with students and parents, they would come to me. They had issues with graduation, anything, they came to me for it. And I said, okay, I didn't think of it as a big deal at the time, but I had a friend, and once we graduated, she went to Howard, and she ended up working for ABC. And the department that she worked in, they lost funding, so they had to cut her and send her home. And when she got the phone call, I was there with her, and the first thing she said when she looked over to me was, "I'm with the perfect person." And then instantly, I said, I'm a motivation. I didn't know I was a motivational speaker, but I was a motivational figure for just many people that had been around me, my friends, my family, parents, everyone that was around me always say, you're a beacon of light, or you're a positive person. I like just being around you. So, me being a businessman, I said, how can I make money doing that? That's when I tied in motivational speaker, encourage. Well, I don't like the term motivational speaker because it's so broad. I call myself a transformative encouragement coach. And the reason I say transformative encouragement is because motivation is good, right? Motivation, you get motivation, you go home, you buy yourself, you do your thing, okay. And then you lose motivation, and what happens? You go back to the source, you get more motivation, right? But transformative encouragement is different. If I encourage you, right? So if I encourage, let's say you have an issue, right? And I encourage you. When you go home, you don't feel alone. You feel that I'm going through it with you because you're encouraged. You're not just motivated. Encouragement and motivation, they sound synonymous, but it's not. So again, with encouragement, with transformative encouragement, it's all about what you say, how you do it, how you make the person feel, even down to the words you use. Instead of saying I say we. If you have an issue with your company and I say, I think we can go through this. I think we can do this. I think we, instead of, if it was motivation, it's I think you, or if I were you, I. You see what I'm saying? So that's what pushed me to speak basically on the topic of transformative encouragement. And I built that into every single thing that I do. So I've been booked for multiple conferences. I just got booked for a conference outside just now. And I used the same thing. They said, what do you talk about? I said, well, I'll talk about transformative encouragement. They said, okay, well, at this event, it's going to be about cancer survivors. I said, perfect. Transformative encouragement. I have a grandmother that has survived cancer for 10 years now. And they said, oh, can you bring her in and speak? Yeah. And then the same thing, I use the same techniques while speaking with her. We can do this. What can we do during the event? What can we do during the conference? The same thing. So that was something that I developed in this room, in this class with Eric.